In the realm of freeride motocross, planet Earth is an endless canvas. Pioneering minds pour heart and sweat into hours of painstaking labor to create that one perfect jump. Armed with nothing but their shovels and sheer will, they embrace Mother Nature's decadent landscape and the inherent opportunities that it presents. There is no length they won't go, no hill they won't climb.
What up, bro?
Yo.
You playing with the transporter beam again?
No, maybe. No.
Good, because you know we're not supposed to do that anymore.
I know. Yeah, I know.
What just happened?
Holy fudge.
Dude! What? Is it John Deere? Is it 450 dozer?
Actually, it turns out machines work way quicker than shovels, and freeriders are just as lazy as the rest of us. But damn, they are bad mofos on a bike.
Joke at the beginning or the end. Living on the secret, honey, then I'll be your best friend. Like a Zeus alarm. Meet me in the jungle where they never give a dime. If you
We have everything you need. You'd think it would be easy to just build some jumps on some hills, but it ended up being pretty difficult.
Last year when we were in Caneville, the dirt there was just different. Like, it was hard pack underneath pretty much, but now here we're finding different types of dirt in like 3 different spots. It's a little inconsistent and it's totally different to work with, but we're making it work.
That's that Chris Foster. I'm the calculated one. I'm like, hey, let's think about this a little. And he's like, oh, look at it, eh? I'm just gonna go. Just gives it gas. Doesn't care where he ends up.
Ripping through the vineyards is a little sketchy at times. It's inconsistent. You're focusing straight ahead. You're not really looking at anything else, because as soon as you get off a bit, you gotta correct.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well written in the stars, it's a great big lie that you never get to see until the minute that you die. By the time you get to heaven, you're home.
between stretches. I gotta get these thunder thighs warmed up before we jump.
Hot dog logic and a grapefruit time. Flutter your eyelids and honey, you'll be fine. Throw me your sins and I'll keep them with mine. You got a head full of stone and that's some divine. Get a little head rush, swallow a fly. Call up your memories and hang them out to dry. It was a beautiful noise when I was tumbling by. Well, I was never here, there was never you or I. If you want to make it, baby, make it real. Get up on your knees and tell me how do you feel. Nothing on you can never be revealed. This is getting surreal. Hollywood best smile, flash me a grin. Gas the good when you're on with them. Nothing on true can never be revealed. Come on, my eyes, this is getting surreal.
Chris and his mini flips, he's probably the best dude out there at them. I know some gnarly guys, and they're like, yeah, I hate doing mini flips.
Dog logic and a grapefruit time. Flutter your eyelids and honey, you'll be fine. Throw me your sins and I'll keep them with mine. You got a head full of stone and some divine. Get a little head rush, swallow a fly. Cut off your memories and hang them out to dry. It was a beautiful noise when I was tumbling by. Well, I was never here, there was never you or I. If you got to make it, baby, make it real. Get up on your knees and tell me how do you feel. Nothing on true can never be revealed. Cover my eyes, this is getting surreal. Hollywood best smile, flash me a grin. Gas don't cut it when you're on with them. Nothing on true can never be revealed. Cover my eyes, this is getting surreal.
For some, the thrill of speed is the reason to swing a leg over a bike. There's a clarity to the world when it's rushing by on either side in a total blur. A day of work for Australian Toby Price means going over 100 miles per hour on a motorcycle. He's at the top of his field because he literally holds the throttle wide open more than anyone on the planet.
Here we are in Alice Springs in the Northern Territory. Yeah, you come out here and you just get that sense of freedom. You hop on your bike and it's pretty much a rider's dream. Incredible trails, open speed highways. We hold it south and get out here and flap off the back of it. Yeah, my approach to life is probably a little bit different to a lot of people. With my racing, I've had really good times and I've also had a lot of bad times. And I think just from the bad times, it's made me approach things a little bit different. 2013 just completely changed my life with breaking my neck in 3 places. I don't remember the crash, I don't remember how it happened, what it was all about, but the doctors pretty much rushed in, were like, you're pretty much on the edge of being in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. And so I ended up breaking C6, 7 and T1 in my neck, which that high up would have definitely changed my life completely. At the moment now, I've got 8 screws and 3 rods in my neck that literally just hold my head on. It's a pretty serious injury to a lot of people probably would have packed up and walked away from any chosen sport that they were in at that point. But look, like I say, I only get one chance at life, and motorcycle racing is the only thing I know. Yeah, in the outback red centre of Australia, it's a crazy place. For anybody in the world, one to tick off the bucket list for sure is the Finke Desert Race. It's fast, it's crazy racing, it's hard on man and machine. 230-kilometre race from Alice Springs south to a little small community called Apatula. It's a feeling like no other, going down that track at speeds 170, 80 kilometres an hour. There's one jump right at the finish line there nearly that basically everyone lines that little piece, and kids are excited. They're over the moon that you're coming down. They hear you coming, and they're jumping up the side of the fence. Just to see their smile on their faces just makes you happy that you're there and putting on a show and having a great time with all the people that are down there. Any chance that comes up with 4-wheel racing, 2-wheel racing, if it's there, I'll have a crack at it and give it 100%.
I'm a wanted man. I got blood on my hands. Do you understand? I'm a wanted man.
I'm an Aussie all through and through. I get to travel the world doing something I love doing on a dirt bike, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I love Australia that much, and when my racing career is done and I'm in a wheelchair or a walking frame and full of arthritis and from riding dirt bikes, I'm always going to come back to Australia and see out my time here and be a menace here.
Florida track and trails, we made it. 2 hours later.
It'll be worth it, I swear.
You swear? Do you promise?
Promise.
I've seen a lot of videos of this place, though. It looks really good. It's like walking through the gates of Disneyland right now.
Dude, did you bring your Speedo? They got a beach.
They have a beach? We made it. Let's do this. When I grow up, I wanna be a
sold out stadium packer. When I grow up, I wanna run my city like Podcast When I grow up, I wanna be a baller, bitch, drive a rich shot caller. When I grow up, I wanna be like Jordan and Kobe on the court, my accent. When I grow up, I wanna be a rapper, sold out stadium packer. When I grow up, I wanna run my city like Podcast yeah, Biggie, make money like Diddy. Most of us only got 2 dreams in this life, but ain't got no means. So we hustle all day trying to stock that green. End up hitting that mall just to cop them jeans. I got to. Most of us don't care about school, we don't care about rules. So we very smart, clearly not fools. Section 8 was a scary spot too, so we slipped into that Marriott pool and got wild too. Most of us don't follow all the politics, because it kind of been our stars to acknowledge it. I got homies that never want to tell us what they think and my father with a doctorate. Most of us think money is success. Thinking out the box got me stressed, man. I wanna be the best, but I never thought it means smaller checks than my peers. But I swear I got next, cause when I show up, I can feel their eyes on me. All the women start vibing off me. Haters in the crowd always wanna get down me. Mugging, trying hard to get a rise out of me. When I blow up, I'ma get moms that jag. I'ma go and spend time with my dad. Travel around the world with the people that I love, celebrating, man. What a good life that we had. Said when I grow up, be a baller, travel rich shot caller. When I grow up, I wanna be like Jordan and Kobe on the court. My homie said when I grow up, I wanna be a rapper, sold out stadium packer. When I grow up, I wanna run my city like Podcast yeah, Biggie. When I grow up, I wanna be like Jordan and Kobe on the court. My homie said when I grow up, I wanna be a rapper, sold out stadium packer. When I grow up, I wanna run my city like Podcast yeah, Biggie. Make money like Diddy. Never thought I'd do what I love for a living. If I didn't rap, I'd be in that kitchen bagging up hard drugs for a living. Nah, but it sounds good. I used to try to sound hood till I figured out it didn't make me different. Be a total waste of my vision. Now I'm worth more than gold. Where these people all crave for a listen. Sitting on a beach, hear the waves in the distance. Old Santa Monica, the city of the heartbroken. Most of my homies still here, but they all stolen. Tell me how we let go of our dreams when we grew up so close to the lights. Yeah, people grind for this chance. Should they die for this chance? But at least take a roll of the dice. Hit it twice. Making history take a long time. And I ain't got nothing but time. I love the irony. Girlfriends get caught up in a whirlwind. But you said that I'm wrapped in the head, so you hit me on a red to get wrapped in my bed. So much to get done before the world ends. Yeah, I said that in 2012. My karma sucks, I should be burned in 20 L's. Luckily, I went ahead and changed my life. Don't wait until I make things right, cause when I grow up, I wanna be a baller, bitch. A shot caller. When I grow up, I wanna be like Jordan and Kobe on the court. When I grow up, I wanna be a rapper, sold out stadium packer. When I grow up, I wanna run my city like Podcast yeah, Biggie. When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, I wanna run my city like Podcast yeah, Biggie. Make money like Diddy. Make money like Diddy. Make money like Diddy. Won't stop, won't stop, won't stop.
Danger Boy. Just in case you needed a reason to feel bad about how slow you are on a dirt bike.
And let's make sure we're focusing on our turns. Focusing on our turns, or looking ahead. We're being smooth in them, not coming in too fast when we come to a pause or a stop. Everything's momentum. Come on, look up, don't hunt, get those hips out. I let Hayden train with guys like Ryan Hughes and other pros because he looks up to those guys. He enjoys that. He sees it as that's what Ryan Dungey does. That's what, Roxon does. So I want to do it. Speed
at the pros, it's sometimes a little sketchy because they get like behind you and then they're going really fast and it makes you a little nervous. And then like it's pretty cool because you get to like watch them fly over the jumps when you're like behind them or something, and it's pretty rad.
Back in the day, I used to look at the mini dads, and then, I kind of laugh at some of the dads freaking out about it back in the day. And then next thing you know, I'm right in the game. I was like the full mini dad, and it's funny because I used to make fun of it so bad. And you got to understand, like for an amateur kid to go race, like it's 6 figures, for a kid on a mini bike to go to the nationals. At one point I thought I'm just gonna get rid of all the ramps at the house, but I don't know, I don't think I need to do that. I think the point's clear here that we're racing. I think if we wanna go hit ramps, we'll go hit ramps. If he wants to backflip a dirt bike, cool, let's backflip dirt bikes today. I don't care, let's be good at a lot of things, I think that's cool.
Paradise. It's a concept sometimes as simple as holding the throttle to the stop and tossing it sideways on a 120-footer. It's mind-blowing the possibilities when mixing huge dunes, some paddle tires, and a bunch of sickos whose survival instinct is replaced with a desire to go ridiculously huge. There is nothing more regrettable in life than missed opportunity. When the ground is covered in snow for over 6 months of the year, riders will adapt.
Gonna build me a log cabin on a mountain so high so I can see Willie as he goes on by. Gonna build me a log cabin on a mountain so high see Willie as he goes on by. Build me a log cabin on a mountain.
Deep snow, pow in your face, soft landings, epic turns, all that is just so much fun. You know, it can get a little harder to get around, but that's half the adventure. You know, it's a lot of times where we're semi-unplanned and just having the time of our lives. There are a lot of different dangers in the backcountry, and if you plan on just riding the terrain like a dirt biker and not understanding that there could be avalanches and stuff like that, you're putting yourself in harm's way. So being prepared with AVI bags and beacons and probes and shovels to be out here riding these terrains are key.
Gonna build me a log cabin on a mountain so I can see Willie as he goes on by. Gonna build me a log cabin on a mountain so high so I can see Willie as he goes on by.
Ensenada, Baja, California, the Western Hemisphere's off-road mecca. A place Ivan Ramirez calls home. Here, off-road is king. Wide-open possibilities are best tackled with wide-open throttles.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. But it's on the cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
I get to travel around the world racing my dirt bike, but Baja is what I call home.
Mexico.
At 2 years old, Tim Geiser rode his first dirt bike. It would have been absurd to expect that just 17 years later, he'd be eyeing an MXGP World Championship. It's funny how these things work out.
We was not rich family, you know. I was racing with the old bikes, and we came from little Slovenia and win the races. All the family was in motocross, you know. We just worked for the motocross. You know, in 2014, when we signed with Honda, you know, then we know that everything on the end, you know, like many years after, you know, all that sacrifices and everything what my dad have to do and what my family goes through, on the end, you know, like everything pays off. Last year the dreams came true, but okay, it was in the MX2 class. Now, 1 year later, you know, like as a rookie coming into the premier class, like it's unbelievable.
World champion! Second time! Yeah!
You know, for that we are working all the life, you know.
dirt bike riders want a chance to explore the earth as we see it, ripe with opportunity. The Gold Creek Lodge in northern Idaho is surrounded by endless single track with any toy imaginable and no one around to say no.
You boys all finished?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Where are we going today, Kevin?
Top of the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
We're out in the middle of the Idaho wilderness. Big, beautiful meadows, endless forests, trees down everywhere. It's kind of an off-roader's paradise.
I love riding dirt bikes. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I love it. I've done it all. I like to do it all. And it's really all just about motoing and riding. That's it.
Holy shit, this is gonna be scary. You nervous?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna shit my pants.
See you at the bottom, buddy.
Growing up riding trials, it's kind of a somewhat natural maneuver for me, but you know, you come at it and pull the clutch in and compress the suspension and just hold it to the stop, unweight, and hope for the best. Hope that front end gets up. I mean, there's a reason why they call it a splatter.
Yeah, I love riding with Cody. He just got second at Erzberg. Like, he's a freak. It's really fun to ride with him until you find yourself in, like, a boulder pile. You're like, I can't go through this. And he just is like, doo, 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 doo. Like, it's nothing.
Professional motocross is a trade that takes riders all over the globe. There's nothing like seeing the world to make a man appreciate the feeling of coming home.
Coming back home to the Central Coast feels good just to kind of refresh myself and clear my mind. You kind of get into a pace and a routine every single day, but for me, it's good to come home and get back to where I started.
Jesse Nelson has traveled countless miles. He has reveled in the spoils of pure victory, even after moments of pure adversity. Still, he returns to the tracks that shaped him, to the sand that eroded weakness during his formative years as a racer. Like that sand, Jesse Nelson has true grit. That's why he is, and always will be, a champion.
Is this the end of the movie?
Who's this guy, the director or something?
Day 2. Baja.
What a day.
Ivan Ramirez.
Well, I don't know, something to do with the sun and the way the earth rotates? Maybe?
That's really gross.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Well, that's awesome.
Showing Cody how it's done. 2017 Erzberg champ podium guy, Kevin Rookstool. No problem. How'd you learn? Man Camp 2016. We got it. Sweet bike for this.
This sucks following.
What are we doing here, huh?
Just shooting some skeet, yeah. What are you doing? Very many. I'm hitting skeeters, not skeet. All right.
Human weapons are so tiny.
They would never stand a chance in an intergalactic war.
Trimmed a branch.
Pull.
Oh.
You can't even throw it.
Yeah, they'd be the first to die.
Pull.
Terrible.
Oh my God,
I almost lost it.
You're really good at balancing, but you're not very good at flinging or throwing or much else.
They're going so fast. He couldn't even get over that little log.
Okay, what mouse walks on 2 legs? You don't know any mice that walk on 2 legs? Mouse, famous mouse, anything?
Oh, make your mini.
Yeah. What duck walks on 2 legs?
Donald Duck.
All ducks, dumbass.
That was pretty funny.
I wonder when this is coming out on Netflix.
It's really bad at doing this dirt bike thing.
They should have got someone else. Someone could stay on 2 wheels.
I could jump twice as far and go 3 times higher.
Me too, I could go like 4 times higher.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was rad.
Show me all the different positions we're contemplating.
This one's a good one. Leg up.
Yeah.
That one would be easy to capture.
He's going surprisingly fast.
I'm kind of impressed. Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Oh, silly humans.
That's a pretty crazy perspective.
It looks like he's gonna crash.
This is for the kids out there. This is the lady killer joke. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl in the bathroom? because they got a silent P.
I don't get it.
You gotta think about that one.
I'm gonna use that one. That was pretty funny.
That's a nerd joke, dude.
So what did you think?
I've seen better.